Former second-round draft pick Chidobe Awuzie has the chance to become one of the Cowboys' most dominant backs this year. Last season, Awuzie finished with 25 tackles and 9 passes defended, despite being limited by injuries. But now healthy and going into his second year, the sky's the limit for the 23-year-old. I was able to catch up with him earlier in training camp for our Campin' in Cali coverage, brought to you by McCombs Ford West. Now that you've had your rookie year behind you, second year, what is different the second time around?
You're just kind of more comfortable with the guys, comfortable with the play calls, and really just knowing what to expect. Last year you kind of approached each day as own individual day, and you do that the same this year, but now I could kind of look ahead a little bit and know what's coming and know how I got to increase my level of play each day. So,
anything specific you're doing here to increase your level of play?
Really focusing on my technique. I think Coach Richard, our DB coach, has really helped us, gave us a solid technique to work on and something that we could really look back on the tape and see if we did it right or wrong. So I think this year more than ever, it's really on technique, and if I get that right, I'll be good.
Besides preaching technique, how else has Richard benefited the secondary this offseason?
It's the attitude, a real big attitude, emphasis on being a brotherhood, emphasis on being lions, cheetahs, guys who go after the ball, who always, if the receiver catches it, punch it out. If the ball's in the air, compete for it. I think it's just been a real aggressive guy, helping us get the attitude.
Have you seen the secondary buy into that philosophy already?
Already, definitely. I think we have the guys to do it. We are young and hungry. I'm very passionate guys for football, guys who just love playing football, having fun with it. And I think he's the best coach that we, that utilizes that. So it's been great.
You said young and hungry. How have you stepped up to help lead this secondary with so many new faces?
Well, I think it's really been a combination of leadership. We have guys like Jeff and Byron Jones, Kayvon Frazier, Jamil Showers, guys who've been in the secondary and know what to expect, who helped us, last year kind of get our groove. And then now this year, everybody kind of has a say in it. So I think it's been a great collaborative leadership group.
Defense as a whole has a lot of new faces and youth as well. How are you guys managing those expectations going into the 2018 season?
Well, I can say that, we have big expectations ourselves. Any outside expectations we don't really pay attention to. All the expectations that we put on ourselves is pretty big. So when we go in those meeting rooms and we make mistakes and stuff like that or make good plays, we all know what the end goal is in mind. And I think, that's just helped us push ourselves and helped us give us a bar, to kind of play to.
Sean Lee, arguably the biggest leader on this defense right now. How has he stepped up even more this offseason?
He's just being way more vocal. He was already vocal already, so I don't really say he stepped up. I mean, he's always been, such a great leader. When you think of a leader, you think of Sean Lee, and, he always knows everybody's job. He always coaches you, and you can always ask him a question no matter who you are. So that's definitely been a brother of mine and brother of our secondary, brother of our team, who always helps us in the right direction.
Next week, we continue our Campin' in Cali coverage. Still to come, we go one-on-one with Cowboys tight end Blake Jarwin. Hear what he has to say about the position group now that Jason Witten has retired. Plus, more from three-time Super Bowl champ Nate Moody.
At McCombs Ford West, you're the star. Score on your next vehicle purchase on 410 West at Culebra. You're watching Sports2Nite, San Antonio's only nightly 30-minute sportscast with exclusive sports coverage you won't find anywhere else.